Had a few updates I wanted to share with you guys in terms of what's been going on in certain leagues. We got the most recent update regarding the Newmarket Hurricanes of the OJHL, who just relocated from Toronto, aka the Toronto Junior Canadians. There was a PWHL trade involving our Uxbridge Bruins, as you can see in the picture behind me. That's our hockey team right there. Yeah, let's start with the Newmarket Hurricanes. This is a team that just relocated from the Toronto Junior Canadians, as I mentioned. And the update I wanted to give is in regard to the two assistant coaches they just named and the one head coach they just named as well. So we're going to start with that. Dave Darmenes, he is back as the head coach for the Newmarket Hurricanes. So welcome back, Dave. Curtis Warren, he is also the assistant coach. He is back for the Newmarket Hurricanes. This is his second season back with the team, so he is back as the assistant coach for the Newmarket Hurricanes. And then Zach Bell, he is the other assistant coach for the Newmarket Hurricanes. He is new to the team. So those are the three coaches that they have now added on. So Dave Darmenes, he is the head coach. Curtis Warren and Zach Bell, they are the two assistant coaches for the Newmarket Hurricanes. And yeah, we'll see how this plays out. I would assume that the Newmarket Hurricanes are going to look in terms of, going further into as we get closer to the season, preseason. They're going to start to announce their head athletic therapist. They're going to name their goalie coach potentially. But, at least they got the coaches, right? Because you think about it and it's like the team that played in another city, you would think that the entire team would move over, right? Which is actually what's happening. But obviously, when you're dealing with coaches, you want to make sure that your team is steady. You want to make sure you have good management before you start your new season, your first season back in the new community of Newmarket. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have actually seen their official logo here, but I'm going to show it to the camera here. So this is the Newmarket Hurricanes logo. Pretty similar to the logo they had before, giving him a blue jersey, different shades, but you could tell that's still the same bird, pelican. I love the hurricane that they have with the logo there. So at the bottom, so great logo overall. And not to mention that, but last year, this was the King Rebellion. This was the team that came from Brantford that used to be the Brantford 99ers. So that's their new logo that came. That's the team that came in last year. But anyways, so we're going to move on to our next topic here. It was regarding yesterday's trade within the Uxbridge Bruins and the Port Perry Lumberjacks. So as I mentioned earlier, Eamon Callahan, great goaltender for Uxbridge, he was traded to Port Perry yesterday. Cooper Hodgins, he is the defenseman for the Port Perry Lumberjacks, and they also got a player development fee. So personally, I think Uxbridge could have got a little bit more out of this trade. As I was looking back on some of the comments from Port Perry fans, they think they won the trade, and I have to say, I think Port Perry did win this trade. I think Uxbridge could have got a goaltender back in return, if I'm being honest. Maybe as we get closer to the season, maybe Uxbridge will look to acquire a new goaltender from, say, the OJHL, since the league rules have changed within the Provincial Junior Hockey League. So maybe Uxbridge will look to gain a goaltender, maybe through the Stouffville Spirit. I didn't actually realize this maybe till about a year ago, but the Uxbridge Bruins, they're actually the affiliate team of the Stouffville Spirit of the OJHL, and then, say, the Georgina Ice of our league and our division. So they're the affiliate team for the Newmarket Hurricanes that just came into the league. So that's pretty cool. I found that quite fascinating. But anyways, Eamon Callahan, he is now a member of the Port Perry Lumberjacks. And Cooper Hodgins, he is the defenseman for the Port Perry Lumberjacks. He is now a member of the Uxbridge Bruins. So welcome, Cooper. We are looking forward to seeing you in our black and white jerseys to start the new season coming up in the fall. we haven't really seen too much news coming out of the CHL except for the NHL draft. And so there has been a lot of players on the move in terms of signing contracts. There hasn't been a whole lot going on except for Jackson Parsons. He is the very talented goaltender for the Kitchener Rangers of the OHL. He just signed a contract with the Ottawa Senators of the NHL. And we just had Jake O'Brien, who recently just signed a contract today with the Seattle Kraken, a former Brantford Bulldog. So he has signed an NHL contract. Lyndon Lakovic, he is a former Moose Jaw Warrior. He just signed with the Washington Capitals after getting drafted by Washington in the NHL draft. So congratulations to all three of those players selected from the CHL moving over to the NHL. Kitchener, Brantford, and Moose Jaw heading to Ottawa, Seattle, and Washington. So congratulations to you all. Former goaltender Owen Flores of the Niagara Ice Dogs. So he just signed a university contract. And what's interesting too is Gavin McKenna, Medicine Tigers star, that he just signed for this upcoming season also with an NCAA team. So we will not be seeing Gavin McKenna this season. He was just signed a contract in the NCAA. So that's a little bit of a heartbreaker for Medicine Hat fans. He is going to be playing in the NCAA next year. So we will see him as like I mentioned before, he's expected to go first overall in the 2026 NHL draft, but we will just not see him on the Medicine Hat Tigers roster next season because he signed in the NCAA. So we want to wish Gavin McKenna all the best on his new team, but he's obviously going to be very missed in Medicine Hat, not to mention that Medicine Hat's going to be raising their Western Hockey League banner next season, and he's not even going to be a part of that. So that's a little bit disappointing. Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning to the live stream. Like I said, this wasn't a very long live stream, but I just wanted to put a few updates out there in regards to the Newmarket Hurricanes of the OJHL, the Uxbridge Bruins trade that happened yesterday with Port Perry, and some of the CHL signing contracts with NHL contracts too. So thanks everyone, and we look forward to seeing you very soon.